good. And can anyone remember which one, the A, B, and the C, is the hypotenuse?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. C is hypotenuse, A and B are the...
Where's Simone?
Are they, and do you know what the names of that is, those other two parts?
Opposite X.
Yeah, no, adjacent and opposite.
That's when we're talking about trigonometry. They're called legs.
Yes, legs.
So just those. So my 5 and my T are my legs, the 13 is the hypotenuse. So let's see if you remember the use of the Pythagorean theorem.
Ooh. Wait, is there supposed to be a box there or is
Yeah,
it
yeah, that should be a box. And then that should be a box.
He knows, but I'm pretty sure he does.
Does anyone have or want an extra calculator that was here? No.
What?
Oh, there's Sonora. Make sure that phone gets off of these. Here's a calculator for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter which one I put in, it's
No, that part is a.
Well, I'm just trying to, wait, we're just trying to find that.
We're trying to find the variable, yes.
Oh.
Sonora, I just had your form. Where did you just put your Sonora?
You picked it up.
Yeah, where did I just put it?
Oh, why?
Sonora, I'm gonna have to give you a. Oh, wait, no, mine. Sonora, where is it? Next to the waters?
Yeah.
I did this in my other render.
Just do it for me on this, just for my good graces. I know you've already done this from geometry, but just do it for me just to make sure, because who knows, maybe Janae needs help. Part of it is, remember yesterday or the day before our work sample, we had the simplifying the radicals? I think that may or may not show up again. Okay, T equals or X. Wait, never mind.
Wow, Kara, what'd you pick?
And I'm gonna let me scroll that up just a smidge.
Long side of all
There we go. And I'm gonna check around to see. I do want some volunteers to go up to the board when we all get finished. You know, I mean, I prefer you try not to use your calculator, but you know, use that brain of yours.
Is that right? Or what do you use for? Yeah.
I'm not sure. I have to do it. Check do 48 squared. I want you to separate it into 2 radicals. So what is that? You got square root of what?
48.
Okay, so we got 2 numbers multiplying by 4. I kind of like what you said first there, Bree.
4 and 8? So 8 and 6.
That neither of those are 3 and something else neat.
16 versus 16. Oh, wait, 3 is a perfect square. Yes. 16 versus square. Wait, so what do I do now? That's 8, right?
I love that second.
Yeah, either one's A or B.
I do it with extra X.
No.
Is this an 8?
No,
Opposite.
this is
No,
over.
the first one doesn't matter.
Separate that really radical.
So is opposite hypotenuse. Cos is adjacent hypotenuse.
And then which one?
Toa is opposite.
What's
hypotenuse.
Okay, so you're right.
Wait, is it from the angle or from the variable?
Other way.
Okay, you see where T is?
Yeah.
5 is adjacent.
Mine's the other one.
13
Because
is
you get
opposite.
some.
Because you want.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah, so
Oh, because
technically you
opposite
should
of
actually go to
16.
16 in the first one.
Yeah.
So it's 50.
Yeah. Yes.
Remember, I'm not going to be here tomorrow. I'll be at Oregon State. Please be good for Mr. Williams. Hey. Just don't get hurt. Don't get hurt because OSU's basketball team has a better record than Oregon's basketball team.
Ooh,
It
he'll.
doesn't even matter.
And about my Hawks, they told the Warriors and the Blazers.
Yeah.
And they lost last night.
Aw, that was ridiculous. Yeah.
Where's the Hawks win streak on?
17.
They just had a bad game.
They won't get 32.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to give you a hint on that one. It's one of these numbers that will help separate it.
Okay. Okay.
50.
I'm gonna give you guys maybe 2 more minutes to go as far as you can, and then I think most everyone should have the first 2 done, right? Guys, does everyone have at least the first 2 done?
I'm thinking,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
I don't know how to set this up here.
Alright, let me see. Yeah.
So go do another one.
Go ahead, real quick. Which one is your hypotenuse? Okay, so set up 5t is 13
What'd you get for one?
and for A, B, and C, just underneath it.
What'd you get for two?
Well, you know,
Okay, what'd you get for three? You haven't even finished it yet.
Okay, now, so can you start evaluating what those squares are?
Okay, so then you did right, I square, but you need to square root of this.
48.
You need square root x, square root x, and square root 48. What two numbers,
This is square root of 48.
There's no square root, so what two numbers give you 48 times together?
Okay, so now.
Okay, but it has to be a squared root, and that's not one, 6 and 8 are
Yeah,
squares.
that's perfect.
So choose another number. 48 and,
So t squared equals.
there's other ones that give you 48, Cameron.
3.
Yeah, that's right. 3
Okay, how would I
and,
solve for t squared? What would you do to both sides?
that's 3 and 16. So you write square root of 3,
Square root it, yeah,
and then times square root of
And
16.
then you know what the square root of 244 is?
Yeah.
But on
That's what I got.
did you get this? No, which was right
Yeah,
into
it's gonna come out with
square root
something.
thing like we did yesterday.
You doing okay with
Yep.
it?
Figure it out now? Okay, oh, square root of 16.
Did you get at least the first 2?
And
And
then
is that as far as you can
25
go
anywhere.
No, that's fine, keep that there, we'll go about it. Try this one.
Okay.
Go as far as you guys can. This is where we can do some discussion about our last warm-up that you should have on your paper.
We don't have a warm-up tomorrow?
Because I'm not going to be here, so I don't. Mr. Rogers. Tomorrow, it will just be a work day from what we're going to be talking about
So
today.
it doesn't need options, well, just do our work.
Theoretically, you should go right, come in and be a great student for me. Okay?
Yeah. What if it's worse than just that over there?
I think it's 196.
It is 196.
All right, while you guys are working, can I have one volunteer do the very first one for me?
No, I don't need something else. I'll do it. I want to do the third one, okay?
Yeah, because it's down there. Knock them out, Sonora, let me see it. And let's see if we agree.
There's
See, that's even call for her, okay?
I think Sonora looks excellent as a young teacher
Oh
in
my
training.
gosh, that T is ugly. It looks like a plus.
Okay.
Is your board off again on this or no?
No, it's just her handwriting.
I know.
Okay, I like it.
Oh.
You should just not use T, okay?
I'm sorry.
We should use X's, okay?
No, I can choose any variable I want.
Besides T.
Okay, I love it so far, Sonora.
Oh, yeah. There's only one thing I can do.
Perfect. All right, excellent, Sonora.
He knew what I was.
Now,
What
wait,
you're going for, he knew.
before we continue, I have a quick question. When I take a square root, don't I usually get negative? Can I get a negative answer too?
Yeah, but you can't have a negative in this.
Why can't I have a negative in this particular problem?
Well,
I want to know.
because the side of the triangle,
Mhm.
it can't be negative.
That's exactly right. In a geometry problem, negative sides can't exist. That's exactly what I want to hear. Very good. All right, who wants to do the second one? Wombat? Go up there, Batman Wombat. Okay, and is that good if it's a little bit lower for you? Perfect. No, Will, that was great. Yes, sir.
You come here.
There should be more for more than four. Right.
Talk to the district about getting a bigger one.
So I got this, Canada, what was you got? You
that right there for right now, and maybe someone else in the classroom will discuss how maybe we can do it. Okay. But that's about 90% right. And a lot of the times, like think of like your SATs or like the Smarter Balance, they may accept that. But I want you guys to be prepared just in case. Ooh, those are big numbers.
Oh, I didn't know.
Kaylani, you have some of the nicest handwriting I've ever seen.
I'm really trying now, everybody's taking these.
No, you're fine. You're fine. So far, look at your warm-ups. Is that looking acceptable
Yes.
from what
Yeah.
Kaylani has?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't follow foot, you can't, anything you do?
Nope. They already had things like, she wants me the little house.
Here's what's on here.
That's
Focus
perfect.
on that.
Focus,
That's
focus.
what I got.
Excellent. Good job, Kaylani. Excellent. All right. I'm thinking
It's my
that
turn.
maybe these bottom ones are going to be a little bit different. Let's see. All right.
29 units. Oh, do I have to draw all of it?
Yes. Okay, so pause real quick, Bree. Did anyone get stuck after this point? Initially.
I didn't.
Okay, so Bree, what did you do then?
I asked you for help.
Okay. After I guided you, what is the best way to take the square root of 48?
I did the job. I find two numbers, the times to 48.
Easy,
And also
same.
the square root. Sure. Wait, I don't. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, could you do 6 and 8 also?
So 6 and 8 are two numbers that multiply to give you 48, Cameron. But are 6 and 8 any perfect square?
No.
No. So when you separate them, you want perfect squares. Okay. All right. And then who said they were doing the last one, or am I doing this last one really quick?
I think you want.
Okay. So, I'm going to call you Angela. Wow. Amber, which one is the hypotenuse? Good. So I'm automatically going to put that all by its lonesome. Then everything else doesn't matter how I reorder the 7.
No.
No. So I'm just going to do all that. Okay. B squared. What's 7 plus square?
49.
Okay. Equals what's 14?
96.
96. Excellent. Then what do I do?
It's minus 49 from each section.
Okay. And 196 minus 49 is
147.
Yes.
all right. And how do I solve for that b squared, Cameron? What would you do?
You would give it the square root that sign.
So I
What's the square?
take the square root of both sides. All right. Initially, in your brains, is there a square root of 147?
No.
No. So this is where, guys, I want you to do some major recognition of these perfect squares. Take a guess. What number on the right-hand side of my perfect squares do you think is the
49.
visible?
49.
We're not.
Let's try 49. And in fact,
Minus 3.
3.
that is correct. So Cameron, this is where I know, just because I've been doing it for a long time, that when I see a 7 something times something will get me like a 27 or a 7. I know 9 times a multiple, and there's only 2 9s that I see on my perfect square list, so I try both of them. I know that the square root of 49 is 7, so my missing variable for that side length is 7 squared. Okay. All right, make sure, let's put these warm-ups back in our tray. And